let's talk about the church. Now, when I was a kid growing up, I was taught that this is the church, this is the steeple, open the doors and see all the people. But that really doesn't do much for explaining it for me today. So I'm stuck with this question: what is the church? Now, if you grew up in the church, you probably understand that the church isn't a building, the church is the people, but most of the time we still think that the church is the building. So before we go any further with this, let's just walk around and see what people have to say about what is the church. Here we go.
The regulations don't cover.
What is a church?
I mean, it's a place. I mean, you mean as an institution or as a building?
A church is a communal space.
A place of worship, I would say.
A church is not a building, it is the body of Christ.
It's something that helps people a great deal.
A church is somewhere where you go and have faith in God and meet people and get together.
Thing over there. Hey, thanks so much. Appreciate it. Maybe the best way to go forward with the word church is to start by going backward. You see, when you read the word church in the New Testament, it's the word ekklesia in Greek, and the word ekklesia means called out ones. So the church is not the building, and it's only halfway right to say that the church is the people, because the church is the ekklesia. The church is the called out ones. So now you know a fancy Greek word, ekklesia, but what exactly does it mean to be the called out ones? Sometimes Christians go around pretending that they're God's personal favorite, like God called out one group and one group only and nobody else. That's not what I think called out ones means. When I see ekklesia or called out ones, I think of what we're called out to do. We are called out of our four walls and our steeple and into the world. The church is the people who hear this calling for love and justice, who join the movement, who find the rhythm, who live and breathe for a more just and generous world. My friend Don Golden once told me that the church is the only organization that exists for the benefit of its non-members. The church is not called to be some sort of holy huddle or religious country club. The church is called out into the world. This means you can't really go to church. You can only really be the church. Anyone who's living out this calling to embody love and justice and grace and peace in the world, anyone who lives out this calling, well then they're the ekklesia. They're the called out ones. They are the church. And sometimes there are people who don't have the label church, but they are leading the way in this call for love and justice. So what is the church? The church is the ekklesia, called to love the hell out of this world. And this calling is for everybody.